Customer expectations, it continue to rise. The level of support that's required, the expectations of those who are providing customer service need to increase equally. Look, honestly, sometimes things go wrong. Sometimes products are just defective, sometimes there's service failure, sometimes websites go down. Sometimes shipping is just later than expected. Stuff happens. I could use another word, but stuff happens. When there's a breakdown or there's a failure, resolving obviously the customer issue is important. But that's not all that's required. To take your satisfaction to the next level, I want to tell you a little bit more in this lesson about the importance of what I call the +1 for customer service. I think this is something that all leaders need to know. Whether you actually manage a service-based team or not, you actually are in the business of service. So this is important for all leaders to know. So you might be wondering, what is the +1 approach to customer service? It's about going one step beyond. One step beyond the problem that's at hand, making it right, but adding something extra to really say that you appreciate their patience, their loyalty, maybe the insights that you've kind of gained from them. So you solve the problem for them, you fix the issue, but then you add something else. You add that extra +1. Because I think many people, they forget that there's the lifetime value of a customer that's so important. If we look at our customers and the potential that they can give us throughout the course of the lifetime of our relationship with them as a business, we have to realize they're so critical to our success. It's a lot easier to focus on existing customers than trying to recruit new ones. So make sure that the ones that you have, you don't lose them. You don't lose them by showing that you value them, that you care about them. So when something does go wrong, you give them something extra. You surprise and delight them. Because there are things that are not going to go to plan, but you have to find a way to make it right. And just solving it, honestly, with today's expectations, doesn't make it right. I used to work in the rental car business, and it was challenging for anybody who's been in that space before, because you know that sometimes the car that you're hoping to have rented out for the next person who's got a reservation might come back late. Sometimes the experience is not going to go to plan. I remember I had a corporate customer, and they were in a long-term rental, and they were frustrated because they didn't have a snow brush in their car. And they experienced unplanned Canadian winter weather that came a little bit earlier than expected. They had rented the vehicle knowing they were going to keep it for a month, and we at that point thought, we don't have to worry about snow, so we didn't put snow brushes in the car. And it was during an unseasonably warm period as well, so it didn't make sense to have it in there. But when we didn't put it in, of course, what happens? Snowstorm hits, and they're stuck without a snow brush. So the customer service agent that I had on my team, they were empathetic. They were apologizing to the customer. They were trying to find a way to make it right. Ultimately, the person pays for their rental and moves on, but they ultimately recognize that they have to do something more. The person complained about the fact that they had to go buy their own snow brush. In that moment, my agent knew exactly what to do. To refund the cost of the snow brush against the customer's bill, but using the +1, they made sure to give them a free upgrade for the next time that they were going to rent into an SUV, because it would be more comfortable for them for a longer period of time. You see, going from a full-size car to an SUV cost us a lot of money, but to lose that customer who stuck with us for a full month, and if they want to come back and have more success, more profitability with us as a business, we got to appreciate what they do. So let's give them the more comfortable vehicle for next time around. Not only did this customer end up being happier as a result of that and continue to come back to us and give us more business, but they were frustrated, but they came back and they brought more businesses to us. They brought more clients who wanted to rent from us with who they worked with in their corporate world. Helped us grow because we took care of them. Simple thing like refunding the cost of the snow brush, but also giving them the free upgrade for next time to make sure that they actually truly get value for something that really didn't cost us a lot. What are some ways that you can make sure that you are offering the +1 approach when it comes to customer service? Because the cost of doing something a little extra is going to outweigh the lifetime value of losing a customer. So it could be waiving shipping or delivery charges. It could be maybe a personalized thank you note. It could be maybe free product or accessories or some sort of timely follow-up. Find a way to make it easier for your customer. Give them some free swag by surprising them. It's just important to remember that we have to go beyond just solving the issue. We got to make it right, and then we got to do one more thing. We got to make the +1. And celebrate your team members who actually do this, who live this core tenet that is really important for you as a business leader with your team or your business. Because doing so is going to improve not only customer satisfaction, but employee satisfaction because they're making a difference. And isn't that what it's truly all about?